What is up, internet? Welcome to another life update vlog. I don't know what this is called. It's a place where I'm going to share a little bit about what's happening behind the scenes in life as a original musician and music teacher, and just to share a little bit about what's happening behind the scenes, etc., etc. All right, first up, life. We've just experienced a pretty crazy cyclone over the last weekend. It's amazing to see some of the damage that's created and that's caused, and also some of the places that are completely separate from that. So we still had power, water, internet, but others were definitely not so lucky. There's definitely some houses in and around the suburbs where I live that still don't have power 10 days later. The cyclone winds were pretty intense, but we didn't really have, when it really hit, the winds, I guess we're maybe 15, 20 minutes inland, so that wasn't that crazy. But what followed with the flooding and rain that followed, we had some pretty crazy flooding. Our house backs onto a creek, so I'll put some video footage of that in now. But yeah, probably 2 days of pretty serious rains, and then as the water creeps up towards our ground floor level, it's a bit nerve-wracking, but it didn't get quite as high as what it did back in 2022, which I'll put in a photo of that. I had some real challenges this week around mindset with authenticity. Which was really challenging. I had a mindset coaching for myself as a participant on Tuesday night, and I was just so overwhelmed about being authentic and all of these things. And I guess at the end of the day, it was really like a conflict of like what my life actually is and maybe what I thought it should be as a kid. And obviously, as a kid, you grow up with. I guess maybe I personally had some challenges where I thought the thing that would solve all my problems would be being a huge, famous and successful rock star and all the things that go along with that, supermodels, Lamborghinis, and all that kind of thing. And I think I just had this real challenge around authenticity with my internal world wanting to be right, and that's the way it should be. But my life is not that. And just learning to appreciate what it actually is. And Peter Crone's got a beautiful quote that is, it couldn't have happened any other way because it didn't. And so I kind of just applied that to my authenticity. I was like, it can't be happening any other way because it isn't. And this is who I authentically am. The person that I am, the relationships that I have, the music that I make, the business that I run and things like that. These are all part of who I authentically am because I can't be any other way because this is who I am. And that was just a huge, I guess, light bulb moment for me to just realize that, hey, I'm human and this is how it is. And it's not the way that maybe I, as a younger person, thought that I wished it was. But I can also acknowledge that even if it was that way, that still wouldn't solve my problems. And that's still going to have equal and opposite challenges that go along with that. So I spent a bit of time thinking about some of the things that I want, or the things that I perceive that I wanted as a kid, and actually just acknowledging that maybe I don't want those things because I'm a bit older and a bit wiser and a bit more grounded. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, definitely really super emotional. I've never really shared this part of the story, but I had a lot of challenge around getting married last year. And so, yeah, lots of emotions coming up and lots of like my body just wanting to run and fight and flight and all of these things. Happily married for nearly a year now. But yeah, that same kind of feelings and emotions and just like, I want to run and I want to fight and I want to be angry and I want to like have all these emotions coming up where I'm in danger and I'm not safe. And I'm very grateful that I have some amazing people around me to be able to help me, support me through that thing. And I guess it's probably part of my journey at the moment is, becoming a dad in less than a month now. And learning to run a business and provide for my family and things like that. And I think all of those things that maybe have been stopping me are all starting to come to the surface. So I guess I'm grateful for those things because they're actually helping me acknowledge that I am safe and I am loved and I am appreciated and I am worthy. And so, yeah, I wasn't expecting to go this deep into this, but here we are. Another challenge I had around that was people with negative comments on some of my videos. And just saying things that are not necessarily relevant, but like there were some great comments on one of my videos recently, but I just honed in on this one negative thing, and then I try to respond to it because I want to get more comments because comments equal that post is going to get shown to more people, and trying to respond to that person, but not really worrying about what they need, but what the other people that are actually into the content and the music that I create. So I definitely got worked up about that, and I was just so focused on that, and I just like, you know what, I'm just like block, delete, that person's not going to become a fan or a client, so it doesn't really matter. Just cut it off, and that's definitely part of me that wants to be liked by everybody. But I'm not everyone's favorite flavor. I've got a certain thing, and I think I want to be known for a certain thing, and I want to attract the people that I can help or that like my music, and anybody else that isn't that, they can just get out of my way. But yes, that was pretty cool. Just to acknowledge that and let go of this wanting the need to be liked. Yeah, we went to Coolangatta today. We did go to Broadbeach yesterday. I'll put some photos of that. There's like a gigantic, 2, 3, 4 meter drop where the sand has been pushed out to sea. But it's pretty amazing to see some of the council work and the trying to get the beaches back to pristine. I did notice that they kind of felt like gaunt, drug-addicted people, like all their face, like this is the beaches, just with all the rocks showing and all the debris and everything falling down. But today we went down to Coolangatta. It was actually quite a beautiful beach day, and that beach was looked fine. I went for a swim. The water was crisp and blue. And yeah, put some photos of that as we go. And we're also now 36 weeks pregnant. I don't know how much of our pregnancy journey I'm going to share as we get closer to the date. I'm not quite sure how I feel about it at the moment. I want that to be kind of our space where we are welcoming in this new member of our family. So I don't know how much I want to share with it online. If you're waiting for me to post about it, just keep waiting. But we'll see. Next up, Megalove. So I created the Cyclone video. That was a bit of fun last week. It's one of the more popular songs, the ones that I haven't promoted over the last 12 months and a bit. It's getting the most streamed. So I think it's got about 400 or so streams in the last 12 months. So I'm going to probably promote that one. So I thought it would be fun to do, obviously, with the Cyclone, to do a song called The Cyclone, even though it doesn't really have anything to do so much with the cyclone, but definitely the feeling of cyclones, definitely, which was heaps of fun. Sarah did some of the videos for me. Most of the static shots in the studio I did myself, just with the camera that we're watching on here. But yeah, got Sarah, 35 weeks pregnant, out there filming me, and we had a bit of fun making that intro as well, which was pretty funny. Cosmic Heart got to 9,000 streams this week, which is pretty exciting. I guess at the end of the day, you don't start making money from songs until they have 1,000 streams. So I feel like once that gets to 10,000 streams, I'm going to start promoting some other songs. I've got about 70 pieces of music on Spotify, so I want to get to a point where more of the songs are at 1,000 streams, so we can start collecting the royalties and revenue from all of those songs rather than just having one song. So I've also purchased a new marketing strategy with a thing called Independ Jend, which is exciting to have a look through that. I was watching a video with a guy called Andrew Southworth, who I've purchased some of his marketing stuff, and Jend was on there having a chat about his experience. So yeah, I'm really excited to get into that as well. Creativity, I've been working on some solos for Guess This Solo. I've been working on one this week that has been really kicking my butt. I got really annoyed and frustrated at trying to do it, and then I remembered that all of my students are going through the same challenges with things that they can't do yet. So I took a break, just wrote down some reasons why doing the solos is important for my progress. And yeah, I managed to get back into it, and then I've practiced it for kind of half an hour a day. But yeah, it's going to come out in a couple of weeks, so I can't tell you what it is, because then you'll know what it is to guess it. Some teaching stuff and next level rock guitar. I've been working on the content creation, trying to get as much content creation as I can scheduled, which is a new skill for me. I've never really spent time scheduling things in advance. So yeah, got sort of 3 or 4 days ahead over the last couple of weeks, because I want to get to a point where when the baby arrives, we can take some time out to basically welcome the arrival and figure out how to parent and do all the things we need to do, recover, etc. So I want to basically have a whole bunch of content created and ready to roll out for that. We did our first mindset coaching session for the Next Level Rock Guitar. So for those of you who are not aware, I run a online rock guitar intermediate level to advanced online program where we have 3 lessons a week, working on pentatonic scales and solos, working on a timing and rhythm. So you basically, you've got a monthly membership, and you can come to 1, 2, 3 lessons a week. They're 60 minutes each, and there's a whole bunch of other cool stuff, chat, and if we have feedback Fridays, so you record videos of you playing and get some feedback. And so included in that program is a bit of a mindset coaching session. So we did a bit of a vision boarding, we did a bit of like planning out and creating an ultimate day and talking about our values and things like that. And we had a really amazing session with a couple of guys in the program, and we had some really emotional and powerful moments in there where some of the guys are actually going, oh, this is actually what I want to do, and this is actually important to me, and just getting focused on what they actually want to be able to focus on and do, which is really exciting. So if you're an intermediate level guitarist and you want to get to advanced level, you want to learn how to improve the quality of your soloing, you want to learn improvisation, you're interested in rock music, you want to improve your rhythm and timing, this is probably the program for you. So just drop me a DM if that's something you're interested in. I've also got a next event coming up to talk about that exact program. And there's also a cool offer. So if you want to come along to the event, which is on Wednesday, there's a link in my bio for this as well, or DM me if you're watching this on a platform that isn't this one, that doesn't have a link in bio. Alrighty, that's about it for the minute. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you this week. Drop a comment, say g'day. See you in the next video. Bye.